Did you know that when a couple has a child, either one or sometimes even both of their marital satisfaction goes down? It's easy to drift apart. It's easy to stop talking. It's easy to stop having sex, and it's very easy to prefer sleeping over spending time with one another. And I know for those of you listening to this who already have children, you are shaking your head. Yes, Morgan, I completely 100% understand what you're talking about. My children just take it out of me, and I don't have enough energy to continue working on my marriage. And that's why I'm here to tell you that yes, it's really hard, but you do need to keep working on your relationship with your spouse. And even when you think your marriage is fine, it is crucial to spend that quality time together. And I'll give you a quick example of what does happen after having children. And this right here is called the relationship attachment model, created by Dr. John Van Epp. This is a way to measure the love and closeness in a marriage with these 5 areas. And these 5 areas are know, trust, rely, commit, and touch. And the general rule of thumb is that these should all be near the top. And before marriage, this is generally what your model looks like. But when time goes by without spending time with each other, that quality time, your no will go down because you've stopped talking as much and getting to know each other. And you want to sleep, so instead of having sex, you decide to just go to bed. And so your touch goes down. And through time, if these stay down too long, your trust, rely, and commit all start to go down a little bit. And they really shouldn't stay down for long. When you have children, everything just starts to go down. Not all at once, but slowly but surely, they do go down if you aren't actively working on your marriage. And so when you actively work on your marriage and know when your relationship is out of whack, it all goes back up. And so what is at risk in your relationship if you don't work on it, if you aren't an active relationship manager? Well, the obvious, divorce can happen, unhappiness, resentment, feeling unfulfilled. Children that are raised in unhappy homes are more than twice as likely to suffer from serious psychiatric disorders. They are more than twice as likely to commit or attempt suicide and to develop addictions. But on a more positive note, what is to benefit from a happy marriage? Of course, you're going to be happy. You're going to have a better sex life. You can also have better health. When you have a happy marriage, you have lower rates of illness, depression, suicide. You also have lower mortality rates. Mortality rates in women are lower than 50%, and mortality rates in men lower more than 250%. So men, you really make out on this. So how can we keep marital satisfaction? The first thing I suggest is reading an amazing book called The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. And I believe it's the first 3 principles: enhancing your love map, nurturing your fondness and admiration, and turn towards each other instead of away. And they're great ways to continue working on your relationship. The book lays out a lot of activities for you and your spouse to do, but the first one I suggest that I personally really loved was taking the top opportunity to say, I appreciate, and fill in the gap as many times as possible during the day. I appreciate you for getting up with the baby last night. I appreciate you for doing the dishes without me having to ask. And there is another amazing thing that I want to suggest to you, and that is taking the love languages quiz. There are 5 different love languages that we've all heard of: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. And as expressed on their website, everyone experiences love differently. And with help, you can learn to identify the root of conflict, give and receive love in more meaningful ways, and grow closer than ever. And doesn't that just sound amazing? Why wouldn't we do that? My personal love language is acts of service, and my husband's is word of affirmations. This has helped us really understand each other better and show our love for each other even after having a baby. And there are so many trials that you can go through in marriage, but they're only there to help us grow together. Marriage is always something worth working on because you can never get enough love in your life. And a quote by Russell M. Nelson is, "When you as husband and wife recognize the divine design in your union, when you deeply feel that God has brought you to each other, your vision will be expanded and your understanding enhanced. Such feelings are expressed in words of a song that has long been a favorite of mine. Because you come to me with naught save love, and hold my hands and lift mine eyes above. Hold my hand and lift mine eyes above. The wider world of hope and joy I see, because you come to me, because you speak to me in accents sweet. I find the roses walking around my feet, and I am led through tears and joys to thee, because you speak to me. Because God made thee mine, I'll cherish thee, through light and dark, through all time to be, and pray his love may make our love divine, because God made thee mine." Thank you.